Funny, huh? People see the prancing horse on the bodywork and expect that engine scream waking up the whole block. Then you push the button and nothing. Dead silence. Feels like a bad joke to anyone raised on gasoline fumes. But don't let this appliance-like quiet fool you. This is the SF90 Isetta Fiorano, a 1,000 horsepower savage. People complain, say a hybrid Ferrari lost its soul, that the touch-button steering wheel sucks. Talk from people who never felt how badass it is when 3 electric motors kick in alongside the twin-turbo V8. The all-wheel drive yanks you into a corner with a violence that scares even veteran drivers. The Fiorano package cuts weight, adds multimatic dampers that let your spine read the tarmac, and turns this car into a weapon of surgical precision. Forget comfort or radio. You want a massage? Buy a German sedan. This thing was made to humiliate lap times and shut up purists on the first straight. In the end, it's pure, brutal math. It's cold, calculating. When technology scares you, it commands respect. Got the guts to turn everything off? Here at RW Motors. But real guts is locking yourself inside this tin can right here. Seriously, it looks like a fridge that escaped the kitchen and sprouted tires. People think it's cute, snap photos, call it a classic. But real talk, you need serious guts or zero brains to lock yourself inside this thing. You pull the face of the car open to get in, the steering wheel swings into your lap. Feels like a joke from a hungover German engineer. Then you sit, rubbing shoulders with your passenger, and crank that little motorcycle engine that vibrates harder than an old washing machine. BMW Isetta 300. The badge is there, shining, but this ain't luxury, it's pure urban survival. Everyone goes, "Oh, how charming, look at the little egg." Yeah, cute, until you see a bus in the mirror blocking out the sun. The shifter on the left tests your patience, and if you hit something head-on, forget it. The door is the front, buddy. You become the filling in the can. It gets hot as hell, won't do over 50, and every corner is a whole new prayer. But the damn thing has charisma. It's not about comfort, never was. It's about owning the weirdest, most magnetic ride in the garage, even if you look like a cartoon character behind the wheel. Courage or madness, it's a fine line. You gonna step up or just stare? Here at RW Motors. Playtime is over. Let's get savage for real. Look at this. Honestly, if you don't own an oil well or have a private war to win on the weekend, this is just delusions of grandeur taking up 2 lanes. Everyone looks, but nobody gets the actual logistics of the deal. You hop in this thing and traffic turns into Hot Wheels. Seriously, with these portal axles, you can literally use the phrase, drive over it. But can we keep it real? Parking this is a nightmare. You need a ham radio to tell the back that the front stopped. And that onboard tire inflation system, when the compressors crap out, and they will, good luck finding a mechanic. The gas mileage is a joke. The needle drops faster than your patience. It's a tank with leather seats, made for guys who think a normal G63 is a grocery getter. It's got 5 locking diffs, but the real challenge is finding a street that can handle this absurdity. There is no rational logic here. It's German engineering drunk on power. You don't buy this because you need it. You buy it because the world got too small for you. Excess is putting it lightly. You either buy a stepladder to get in or take an Uber. Here at RW Motors, you see it all. But moving from German brute force to the legend of the asphalt. I'ma keep it real with you. I've roasted this heap myself. Said it was a boat, that it got too fat. It's easy to judge looking at pictures on the internet. The problem is, we forget that you judge a car by driving it, not clicking on it. They call it a barge. Say it's the unwanted child between the R32 and the R34. Fine, let them talk. Its flaw? Maybe it's too big for a mall parking spot and third gear grinds if you're ham-fisted. But this V-Spec's active diff fixes bad driving. It's ridiculous. The RB26 is right there, bulletproof, begging for boost. It's a feel the R32 doesn't have. People pay millions for the R34 because of the movies, but anyone who lives in the shop knows the truth. This chassis is stiff. It can take a beating. Is it heavy? Yeah, but when the turbo spools and the Isetta system locks, all that weight turns into pure traction. The haters are usually walking. It's the Godzilla that learns some manners but still bites hard. It's not for chasing Instagram likes, it's for people who want to get there alive and fast. Here at RW Motors, we respect the outcast because we know it delivers way more than the favorite. If you need other people's approval to hit the gas, so hold your breath because the ignorance is different now. You think you're a racer because you drive a little German turbo car? That's cute. Real fear isn't about nailing the perfect corner. Fear is a 2-ton hammer trying to kill you the moment you touch the gas. Look at the size of this thing, wider than your lane on the highway. People talk trash, say the finish is cheap economy car plastic, and it is. Looks like a cheap Chinese toy dashboard, but who cares? Turn the key. That supercharger whine isn't an engine, it's an air raid siren. You stomp it, the rear end tries to pass the front instantly. It doesn't corner, it barely brakes, and it drinks gas like a sinking ship takes on water. It's stupid. Makes no sense having this on the street. It's a family sedan with a power to rip the asphalt off the ground. You hold onto the wheel and pray the tires hook before you hug a pole. It's not about lap times, it's about gratuitous violence and smoke in your face. If you want comfort and a massage, buy a Mercedes. If you want to scare the whole neighborhood and shake in your boots, this is it. Absolute chaos on 4 wheels. Here at RW Motors, we know a good car is one that tries to kill you a little bit. If you love your life too much, then just wait until you see him face to face with Godzilla. Everyone drools over the Japanese legend, right? The so-called Godzilla. Cute. But put it next to an American beast that drinks gas and spits hate to see who cries first. On one side, the R33 V-Spec, the so-called ugly duckling of the GTRs. They say it's heavy, looks like a boat, but it has that active diff that corners on its own and saves a lack of talent. The twin-turbo RB26 is clockwork, fine stuff with a stinging metallic rasp. On the other side, the Hellcat widebody. The supercharger whines loud like it's gonna blow the hood off. It doesn't have all-wheel drive to fix your stupidity. Step wrong and you spin. The Nissan is for those who like spec sheets and fine-tuning on a computer. The Dodge is for those who wake up looking for a bar fight. The Japanese car asks for respect. The American demands fear. While you're there calculating the perfect corner entry in the Skyline, the Hellcat already passed you, roasted the rears down to the wires, and woke up the whole neighborhood without apologizing. If you want to pose as a technical getaway driver, stick with the Japanese and its chips. Now if you want to taste blood in your mouth, the V8 awaits. Here at RW Motors, we don't believe in cars that say please. If you shake just hearing the supercharger. Godzilla or Hellcat? Japanese legend or American brutality? The clock has stopped, but the fight continues in the comments. Leave your verdict and subscribe, because the next battle will make this duel look like child's play. Until then.